Alright guys, just got this package in today. I ordered it quite a while ago, but just came in, and packaging looks decent, but let's hope that the contents are still in good shape. Let's see what we got here. And I'll share it with you guys. Let's see. Alright. Decent. Okay, some of you guys may recognize this if you've been surfing the net interwebs lately. Alright, so this is called the Konova Slider. It's by a company called Konova. They're out of Korea. And let's see what comes in the package. So, very, very nice instruction booklet here. Also comes with a tool. From what I understand, this tool is to adjust the friction. This is actually a slider that has a means of adjusting, you know, the friction on the actual sliding carriage mechanism. So this is one of the feet that is used on the slider assembly in order to provide stability. Actually has adjustable, height adjustable little, you know, I guess feet here that go up and down for uneven terrain. We'll test all this out and see how well it performs. I'll tell you what, you know, from the video and from the pictures that I've seen, I didn't really expect it to be this heavy or this, it feels really sturdy, I guess would be a more appropriate term. Not so much heavy, but this is the assembly itself. It's kind of cool. So basically you can pull it out the end of this bag that it comes with. I guess if you wanted, it's got a little pad there. It's kind of nifty. So this is the slider assembly itself. Like I said, I just got this in today. I'll be testing this out. I have used other sliders in the past. Right off the bat, like I mentioned a second ago, this is pretty sturdy, pretty heavy duty. I think I will definitely need to adjust it a little bit. I guess from packaging and from shipping, it got a little nicked up here. That's not great, but we'll see how it feels. Right off the bat, you can probably hear that squeaking. What I know I'm going to automatically need to do, I'm going to need to get into this system here. Oh, nope, there you go. It's my own fault. It has an actual friction brake here that you can see actually stops it from moving. It's pretty sturdy here. I'm going to get this up on my 7D on the camera here in a minute and test it out, and I'll show you guys the rest of that. But these are little sill wipes to, I guess, remove dust and particles from the actual carriage rails here. But as you can see, it slides really nice, and this has both 5/8 inch and 1/4 sockets here on the bottom. Up top here, it only has a 5/8 inch, so you do need to use this with some type of ball head or some type of fluid head, you know, system in order to be able to mount your camera up top here. If you have just a regular camera that has a 1/4, you're going to need some type of interface that goes in between the camera body and the slider assembly, this carriage here itself. This also has 5/8 inch and 1/4 holes in the bottom, which is really nice. So you can mount this vertically and do vertical camera slides and other things of that nature. So I'll be testing this out, see what I think of it. So far, I mean, I'm impressed with the build quality. Packaging, you know, seems to have been banged up a little bit, so that's not that great. But hopefully, you know, the folks over at Konova will improve that. So these legs, let's see how easy they are to attach down here. And pretty straightforward. There you go. So that's one leg on. And those are nice and, let's see, you could tighten these up with just a quarter or a nickel, I'm sure, on the bottom there. So already we have one side on. You can see how easily that slides. Now, as I mentioned with the tool, and I guess there's some instructions here on how to actually adjust the friction on this particular unit. So, but I mean, look at that. You can imagine if there was weight on the camera, it'll just carry it straight down. Really, really smooth. Not loud at all. I know with some other sliders they make some noise, and I do events, so every once in a while, you know, I have to be super duper quiet for fear of, you know, being noticed, for lack of a better term. And I hate being noticed at an event. I just want to try to blend in as much as possible. This also is, if I recall correctly, this is the 60 centimeter. No, I'm sorry. This should be the 80 centimeter version. They also have a 100 and 120 centimeter version. So if you just add a little bit more on, you can imagine, you know, it'll be a good 3 feet long or so. As far as I'm concerned, this is the perfect you know, length of a slider that you would want to be able to use in the field and you know, get perfect sliding smooth shots with your camera. Perfect for DSLRs, but this is sturdy enough. I mean, I'm putting quite a bit of force on there. This should be sturdy enough to hold other professional cameras as well. Sony EX1s, EX3s, I'm sure would probably be perfectly at home on this. Now, I'll probably adjust this friction on here a little bit, clean it up a little bit, and get my other camera on it so we can take a look and see what that looks like.